leadership on the battlefield translates to leadership as a parent. If you just bark orders at your kids, they're going to resent it, they're not going to like it, they're not going to understand how it's beneficial to them. Whereas if you explain to them why what you're telling them to do is important, how it's going to help them, how it's going to help the family, then they will be more apt to do it with a higher level of commitment. If you have a team and you just bark orders at them, they're not going to know why they're doing something. But if they understand why they're doing it, if they understand how it ties into the strategic mission that you're trying to accomplish, then they will do that task with more commitment. If you're helping your kids, you're hurting your kids. Do I mean let your kids fall and fail and be in danger? No, I'm not talking about that. But what I am talking about is not doing every little thing for your kids. Kids have a hard time tying their shoes. So if you jump in and you do it for them because you're trying to be a good parent, what you're actually doing is taking away the ability at that moment for them to develop some of their fine motor skills. Let your kid make lunch for themselves. They're gonna spill some milk. It's okay, you're gonna live, but your kid is gonna be more capable of fending for themselves in the world if you allow your kid to occasionally brush up against the guardrails of failure. And this is the same thing in the SEAL teams, and it's the same thing as a leader in any organization. If you constantly do everything for your subordinates, they never learn to do anything for themselves. Now, as a leader in the SEAL teams, am I going to let a junior leader go out on a mission that they've planned poorly and let them fail and let them get someone killed? No, I'm not going to allow that to happen. In the business world, am I going to let a subordinate leader go out and execute with a client where I know it's going to have a bad outcome? No, I'm not going to let that happen. But will I allow a SEAL to run a training mission where maybe they will fail, but no one will get hurt and they can learn? Yes. Will I allow one of my subordinate leaders in the business world to brief me with a plan so that I can give them corrections and see where the shortfalls are? Yes, I'll do that. In order to learn, in order to grow, you have to have some stress, you have to have some discomfort, and you have to have some small failures. People wonder, do I keep my kids in a stringent box of discipline? No, actually I don't. What I do with my kids is I try and build a box for them to be in and allow them to maneuver inside that box and learn for themselves and make decisions for themselves and suffer the consequences for those decisions. So if my kid decides they don't want to wake up early in the morning and now they're late for school, guess what? They're going to suffer the consequences. I'm not going to baby my kids because when my kids get out of my house, I won't be there to baby them. They'll be on their own and they need to know how to fend for themselves. Do I force them to go to bed at 9 o'clock at night or at 8:30 at night? Well, no. Actually, if they want to stay up until 10 o'clock, that's fine. But guess what? They still have to wake up in the morning and be ready to get after it. So they'll learn that lesson pretty quick.